Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And again, today we're doing another tier list. This time we are doing it on the risk profile for the same 10 products that were in the last couple of videos. So let's get right to it. Again, for review, we have the checking account. If we were to look at the photos here, we have the checking account, we have the Bitcoin, we have the savings account, we have the money market, we have the CD account, we have the brokerage account, 401k, equity in the house, we have a HELOC, and then we have the wealth reserve contract, which again is the specially designed whole life policy. So risk profile, what am I saying here? Well, where is your money most volatile in these products, okay? How much of a risk is it to have the money like devalued in a sense, or lose its value, or lose altogether? Is it high, or is it low, or is it very predictable with a low rate of loss and stuff like that? So that's the definition we're going to use today. That's what I'm going to rank these on. Again, this is all my opinion. I'd love to hear yours if you agree with my selections, or if you disagree with my selections, or again, if you think that I should add different products to these, please let me know and I'll redo the list, or I'll add it to the list later on. Anyway, so let's get right into it. Let's start with the checking account. Where do I think these are? So how am I going to rank this? So S tier is going to be where it's not that much room for risk, whereas D is going to be where it is very risky. I find that product to be risky. Okay, so where do I stack the checking account? Well, the checking account, I think, as far as a risk profile, is kind of low. I don't think it's very risky to hold money in this type of account. However, do I think it's the best? No, and I'll say why. I think that it is going to be an A tier, not necessarily an S tier. Why? Because if you just hold money in a checking account, you're going to lose out eventually. It's probably one step up from holding cash underneath your mattress, if I'm to be totally honest. So you're going to be having the risk of inflation. So your dollar will lose value over time if it's just left there. Okay, so that's what I think about that. Next, let us look at Bitcoin, or crypto in general. So I'm so sorry, but if you've seen my last videos regarding crypto, I am not an expert in this. I'm trying to learn. I would like to learn more. Again, if you're someone who's in this space and you can have some recommendations for me, I'd love to see them. I'm still iffy on this. I know it's now being looked at and whatnot and thought of as like the next best thing. I still have my reservations. I'm not going to lie. I know people that are in it and they love it, and I know people that are totally against it. I'm open. I'm open. So I guess I'm waiting a little bit more to see what happens, because a lot has happened. So, but with that being said, all right, with all that being said, I'm sorry, it's really risky to me. It's extremely volatile. I don't know what to do with it right now. I really don't. It goes up and it goes down. I really don't know. Regulations are coming, regulations are not coming. I really don't know what to say about it. So to me, it's extremely risky. Moving along, we have the savings account. Savings account, the little piggy. Again, I think it's safe as far as a risk profile goes. Like, you're not going to lose your money, unless, of course, you get hacked or something like that. But same thing with the checking. If you just keep it in the savings account, you're going to lose out to inflation. Like, it's just sitting there. It's not doing anything for you. And the interest rates on this are so low that just basic inflation, rate of inflation, 2 to 3%, 4%, you're not getting that in the bank. You're just not. You're nowhere near that. So just sitting in the savings account, nope, not the way to go. Money market, I'm going to give it a B. Yeah. Again, you might disagree with this, but it's a little bit more volatile. Maybe. It could go A. Could go A on this, but I'm just gonna put it at the B. Again, you're losing to inflation. There's still some volatility there. That's where I'm going. Again, do you agree? Let me know. That's where I'm going. I'm putting in the B. So moving along. Next is CDs. Where am I going to put the CDs? CDs. These are extremely low. I'm going to go here. You put your money in a CD, that's where it's going to stay. Do I think it's the best place to park your money? No, that's not what I'm saying here. I'm just saying the risk profile of losing that money, you ain't going to lose it. Nope, not going to lose it. You leave it in there and it matures, you got exactly what you paid for. So there, that's the risk profile. Extremely safe. Next is the brokerage account. So where am I putting this? Risk profile. Again, it's a brokerage account. You have a little bit of control over it. Again, it's in the market, so it's volatile. But because you have control, it's not extremely bad. One could say that it could go. I'm gonna go C. There's still risk. I mean, it's the market, and it's bigger than, honestly, it's bigger than crypto. It's meaning it's less volatile than crypto, in my opinion, because a person can do their research a little bit more and have a generalized direction, or know a generalized direction as to where their stocks are going or whatever they're investing in. To me, it's a little bit better than crypto. It's better than crypto. So I'm gonna leave it there. Risk profile for 401ks. I'm gonna be honest with this one. I could go either way here with either C or D. Yeah, risk profile for 401k, either C or D. I honestly think it's worse than a brokerage account. Yeah, because again, a brokerage account you have more control over because you're the one doing the. I mean, you could say that with a 401k as well. I mean, you can. Yeah, I'll put 401k right next to the brokerage. You could persuade me though to put it in the D. I can be persuaded. I'm leaning a little bit more towards that way, to be honest, but I'm going to put it in the C. Let me know if you agree or disagree. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go with that. Next one is the equity in the house. Not a HELOC account, but an equity in the house. I'm going to go B. You are, as far as a risk profile, it is not bad because you got the asset. You are, however, subject to the market, right? So look at 2008, 2009, like the housing market completely crashed, right? And it took a lot of stuff with it. So there is that to consider, but overall, generally, real estate is a very, very solid investment. Moving right along, we have a HELOC account. So HELOCs, what are we looking at? We're looking at risk profile. All right, I may get some flack because of this, but you let me know. The risk profile I'm putting here, okay? And the reason why I put it here is because they can be called. Like, the bank can take it. They can close it out. Does that normally happen, or is it happening in mass? No. Usually very stable. Once you have it, you're pretty good, but the bank can take it. It's a bank product. So they can take it away. They can lock it out. They can cap it. They can lower it, So yeah, man, very tricky. So I'm going to put it at B. It's not like the worst risk profile, but it isn't the best because there's some stuff there. That's where I'm putting it. Let me know if you agree or not. Lastly, we have our wealth reserve contract, which again is a properly structured whole life policy. And this is S tier for sure. It's super predictable. It's a contract, right? We're a country of laws. Anything that has a contract is generally protected really, really well against risk. And in this particular case with whole life insurance, it's like one of the most safe places to put money. It gives you predictability in growth because of the contractual rate of interest. Yeah, it is, to me, S tier, and that's where I'm going to put that. So that's my list again for risk profile on these 10 particular products. Let me know if you agree or if you disagree. Please, I'd love to open up a discussion. Till the next video, and maybe until the next tier list, God bless.